Welcome back. Thank you, Flemeth, for saving our lives. You think she could really take out the Darkspawn herself? I mean, she can turn into a dragon and just fire everybody down, but alas, let's continue on with our journey.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannerlord will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Bannerlord that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess the pretty one is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, was that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Take that, Morrigan. even though you barely have on a top. I'm the pretty one. I wonder if they meant to say that. I mean, of course they meant to say that because it actually made it in the game. But if you have a female character, there are 2 females, but only 1 pretty one. See, this is how guys get in trouble. They say stupid stuff that ends up bitch slapping them back to hell and back. Because now, Morgan is pissed off because she knows I'm the pretty one. She's gonna want revenge.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
I want to kill you. But I could make you hand over all the money. I still want to kill you. Man.
I'm not going down without a fight.
I tried. I really tried not to kill him. I did. But the way my personality is, you try to rob me. Then when I say no, you try to kill me. And then I'm going to give you a second chance. No, I'm going to kill you. That's what I'm going to do. Shouldn't have done it in the first place. It's the way that it is. It's the way it is. I mean, I caught some flack for in Walking Dead letting Ben die, even though he asked, please let my hand go and let me die. And I said in the beginning, if I got the chance to kill you, I'm going to kill you. It's like when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, justice is done.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first. He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all. This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Decisions.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Like children, arguing like children. I don't feel like being bothered with it right now.
Short of leaving for Eldon to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
That sounded like attitude. Like he was a little miffed. I can't believe he had attitude. It's a feeling. He'll get over it. Or not.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Now, she does have a point. Because I am new and I don't know what I'm doing, so you'd think he'd be telling me, but oh well, you know. It's not how he rolls. I guess. Would change the game too much, too.
When are we going home?
Very well.
Sad to hear kids saying that. Do
What's
any
all
of
the
these people
commotion?
do anything?
I hear there's been fighting. Please, we came here to get away
brought my
from
family
the
to
fighting.
Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone
Where can
is?
we go? This is no better than what we left.
Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. It is sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Yeah, she's not very sympathetic, is she?
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle? You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
I have a bounty on my head. I should probably keep my mouth shut. Just saying.
I suppose it's not. Can't promise I'm going to answer them. What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars. He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns. Were? You mean they're gone? Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian's will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me stop you.
Well, aren't you just a nice, optimistic guy?
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
So one could say that Loghain is also responsible for Lothering's downfall. I'd say so. Never thought of that before.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't too much to ask, might you be able to spare some bread? Thank you. That's very kind.
Bless you, this will help us a great deal.
Now, my elven character, you got flack if you didn't help him.
Have you seen my mother? She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice lady. Kind of like Mother. I should go look for her.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, let's see what's up here. Weird they have stuff to do when it's about to fall.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons. One of them's that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Could you imagine
A few
only
knights
being
have come
able...
through here, searching for some holy artifact.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
I don't want to get involved. But I think I
could
should.
say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
I need to sell stuff to him. He stays. Dang it. Decisions.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I should have,
And hear more belly aching? I'd rather take my goods back to Denerim.
Yeah, persuade. Oh, screw it. Let's just end this. Selfishness. I tell ya. I really want this guy to stay.
Fine. May your heartlessness bring you exactly what you deserve.
A fine sentiment, if I've ever heard one.
You're so nice. I bet you make allies everywhere you go.
Ha! Serves that wench right. You have my thanks. And 100 silvers, yes?
Now they're pissed off.
Right. Fair enough. But only you. Fair skies and fat purses, friend.
Yep. Oh, Morgan's pleased. Alistair's pissed. I probably should have said solve it yourself, but I do know that you can make it so he gets pissed off.
Oh,
and
friend.
leaves.
Care to take advantage of your discount? This way. And beware the urchins. They have grabby little hands.